Hello everyone. Today I have with me a very good friend of mine has recently launched a health consulting firm. So congratulations, bro, on that. And Maslan, thank you very much. And I think we just wanted to have a conversation about how even people can benefit from your firm, your agency, your company, and I also wanted to know how we as a marketing agency can support you in terms of say content or social media and just see what different angles can we bring to health industry in general. And yeah, so let's get started. So you have any questions for me, or do you have anything you would like to ask in the new stage of your career? But wait, let me just start off by saying, what was the inspiration for you, or what was the thinking behind you starting this new venture? And yeah.
Actually, I have been into this industry from past few years. But what I have observed is that there is a lack of guidance for the people. What a lot of people these days are struggling with a lot of problems, where they are not able to have proper diagnosis of the problems, especially initial assessment for the patients. That thing, I think, being in this field, I can suggest them to the best level so that they can have a proper way of treatment in a respective place.
That is true because these days, everything is commercialized, everything is corporate, right? So people don't talk to people in a sense where, they have genuine interest. I mean, your genuine interest at heart. So it's a very good venture that you started. We wish you all the best. We wish you success. Inshallah, you can build this to a point where, you just help a lot of people. And yeah, I just wanted to know how, the uh, I mean, have you started thinking of incorporating social media in your journey? And
Yeah, obviously. These days, there are a lot of complex cases getting operated, or the very complex type of treatments are going on throughout the country and in the world. That thing, I think, social media can easily tackle and make it easy approachable for for the patient, so that they can inculcate, they can have some ideas like what is to be done initially, where to go, whom to correct. Something, some ideas they'll be able to get through social media, and it is a basic and not basic, actually this has become a very necessity to proceed with the things. So I think these things should be projected.
correct. And I think when you say, people lack guidance, I think that's where you can play a major role because when you start coming onto social media, creating content, creating videos, and telling people what to do, what's next, and what is the best approach to take in a particular scenario, I think that is where we, help. Our company usually helps most businesses because people lack a streamline or a flow because they don't know where to go, what to start with. And I think that's what it could be. Customers, it could be patients, right? You need to educate them in essence. So yeah, I also wanted to know what since you worked at a lot of it's healthcare companies, and uh, what do you think is the current situation of their online presence? Are they very active? Do they have websites that they regularly update, or is there a gap that we can fulfill?
Yeah, obviously there is a gap, but they are not approaching to social media no, to that extent where they can able to show up their type of facilities and all. So people, sometimes people doesn't know what is going on in the respective hospital, even if they are staying very nearby. So all these cases, all these things will, if we put up together, then social media is a must, I can say. uh, because treating a patient is a one part. I believe in first projecting the details of the treatment initially, then what has to be done, what the patient has gone through, what is to be done. Will they easily able to reach out people, is what I think.
Correct. And yeah, I think That's what I would suggest, because if in your journey, right, when you're starting out, I think clarity is very important. I think that is where a lot of new businesses really struggle. And if you have like a goal, if you have like a vision and you want to execute that, I think you need to have a solid action plan. And for that, and I'm talking in terms of marketing, right? Online presence and social media and whatnot. So I think if you can have a plan where you can start creating content initially by just not promoting yourself like a random sales guy would do. You just start up by telling, educating people, providing value, saying, okay, if you have this condition, maybe you need to check these levels or have these tests done. And you can also say, no, I'm just excited to interested to know what content videos can we do in terms of health, in terms of your industry.
No, according to this, what I can tell is that our, especially medical field, is a where we are easily approachable to people.
Mhm.
In this context, if I tell these days, doctors and many other healthcare professionals, they are hesitating to project themselves in social media. So that is why I think
Is it because that's shy? Is it because
not because they are shy. Sometimes it's due to some competition, some business skills, everything might come. Some admin people might come and tell, no, sir, this is the thing. Because if they start giving guidance, everything on social media, people also sometimes behave like doctors. So for that, sometimes we need to, they have to assess. So for assessment, they have to consult to the respective doctor. So after that, what I'm telling, this marketing and what these small clips or videos, whatever these productive videos, that will be helpful for the people is what I think.
okay, yeah. And I think there are a lot of doctors and I mean nurses who have this Instagram profile that they make, and they have like millions of followers, honestly, and they actually give out good value. I think that is also a good way of establishing your personal brand, but at the same time, I think you kind of extend that brand to the place where you're working, and create a name for that place too. And I think that is what do you think? Is that a good approach, creating your own personal brand in the healthcare industry, or do you think you should represent the whole institution as a whole?
Obviously, representing a brand is an initial part, I feel. But once if peoples are okay, if I'm able to guide them properly, that will make me happy. Sometimes other prayers and other things might push me up. Then only it will create a brand. So initially everything comes up from a bottom stage. Correct. So I just if my company is going to be a brand, then it will be by will be from the peoples. Absolutely. If I am able to train them better, like by suggesting them in a right way, then things might go up in an unexpected way. This thing I have observed in my life. So
Correct. I mean, obviously, we need professional consultation, professional advice from the respective person. But I think where each and every one of us, I mean, any person in the healthcare institute or your company, for example, even if they're starting out, I think even they can contribute to the online presence by just creating or just telling people what they do on a regular basis. Because every day it's all social media right now. Everyone's creating content, everyone's just putting out videos. But I think that's a good thing, because you tell people what I think it builds credibility, it builds trust, right?
no, that's why the lot of things are developed. We can see from teleconsultations to everything because people are so busy that sometimes they don't have time to sleep. So for that, this media and all will help them out to reach easily to the respective doctor or placed. So I think this is a must needed. Everyone should proceed with it in a correct way so that it will benefit. It may not benefit for the respective brand or the hospital or anything, but it will affect the help the people.
Absolutely. I think that is what no, every one of us should strive for, helping the people, and I think that's what we do on a regular basis. And I was just excited to know one last thing before we wrap up. Oh, I know, we've been friends for a while, and we take inspiration from each of us, and I to kind of have this whole health plan that I've charted out thanks to you. And I know you have also picked up a couple things from me. It could be in terms of creating content or anything whatnot, right? So I was just hoping. I know we've not had this discussion personally, but I was thinking what you might be planning in terms of social media, because I know you've created your own logo. I just saw you earlier, creating your own thing, and which is good, right? Which is a lot of people, uh, especially starting out, don't have this clear path. So I was just hoping to know what plan you have going further, right? It could be um, creating content, it could be creating ads, or do what approach would you like to take to go further?
Oh, actually, what I'm thinking is that if I create a brand, if I'm not able to project, then it's obvious to innovates. So I'll be leading you for that.
Sure.
So where we'll be maybe making some basic guidance, like some basic initial assessment of respective cases. If for example, a patient is having some cardiac issue, initially what are all symptoms might come. These are all I'll be keep on telling further, so that it will benefit. And from media side, if these small short clips will be able to circulate along with some contacts and everything. So some basic brochures from diet, so many things, lifestyle. So some things will be able to highlight through social media.
Absolutely. I mean, we are always there to help. But yeah, I think we've been working with a couple clients, right? We have a couple healthcare institutes, and I think this is where we uh, want to keep focusing, because we see a lot of difference being made. Because at the end, we're talking about helping the other person at the other end of the screen, right? So I think it's what I wanted to tell everyone who's listening is, we have to be authentic, we have to be real, we have to talk what we know, right? We don't have to just say some random stuff that doesn't really matter or help anyone. But if you're telling something that is important, that helps the people, that is useful, that provides value, I think that can go a long way, especially while building your personal brand. And yeah, that's what I wanted to give the advice to the viewers as well as to you, because I know you have started this journey. We wish you all the best. Inshallah, you can take this to a point where you have a lot of people, and at the same time set a benchmark or a standard to when it comes to personal brand in this side of in this part of the state. And I know a lot of people aren't doing this because they think that only influencers should do all this stuff. But there are some people whom I've seen be very active on social media, and they think they are getting a lot of inquiries, they're amassing a lot of audience. And I think that's what you are also trying to achieve, right? You are also hoping to build by providing value. And yeah, any thoughts on that? Do you want to uh ask for any advice or any help for people who you think might be helpful to you in this venture?
I believe in one line actually. Being in this period, saving a life is equal to saving humanity.
Absolutely.
So for that, I'm able to take help from maximum people. Especially, I want this to reach up so that people, if I'm able to treat people through words, I'll be happy for it. If I'm saving a life by suggesting them at the right time, it will be obviously make me happy in this world and era.
Absolutely, well said, brother. Well said.